Active Bryant Systems. Thank you for clicking on the video. I'm Scott Bryant. Please subscribe and please like. Do a video every day, short one or a long one. And this video is all about calorie deficit or calorie counting. So I'm going to debunk the whole thing of calorie counting. One thing I'll say, if you was obese or you had diabetes or some sort of illness or disease, doctors won't recommend calorie counting. So if doctors don't recommend it and they have a 6-year degree to become a doctor, I'm sure that if it worked that well, everybody would have a six-pack, everybody would be in great shape, but it's just not that easy at all as just counting calories like James Tosser Smith would say. So I'm going to recommend some books. So what I would say, if you're not an idiot and you want to educate yourself before you do calorie counting, then I'm going to recommend some amazing books. So the first book is called Physical Degeneration by Weston A. Price. Now, Weston A. Price was a dentist and he looked at inditions in your teeth and he related to what you was eating on how your teeth would be. So if you had the 4 white devils in your diet, can you see how your teeth would be misaligned? And you'd gain more body fat and you would not feel healthy. Whereas if you didn't eat the 4 white devils, which are sugar, white flour, rice, I'm trying to find the page, of the Eskimos and the Indians with perfect alignment of teeth. Can you see that? Perfect alignment of teeth. And these people were drinking raw milk, not pasteurized milk, staying away from white flour, white rice, and white dairy and table salt. So when you get them out of your diet, you'll start to lose weight if you're overweight, and you'll start to feel much better without any fucking calorie counting or wanky calorie deficit. Sorry. So here's a book called The Metabolic Typing Diet, and here's another book called The Body Shape Diet by Cass Ingram. Cass Ingram passed away this year, unfortunately, but a brilliant doctor and chiropractor and osteopath. Another book called the GAPS Diet, which is all about if you got HDHD behaviour or you got dyslexia or you got some mental issue, which James Smith has got, then this could help heal your brain. Then the Omega Diet is another great book you can read, and then another great book you can read, which is called Nourishing Traditions by Dr. Sally Fallon, PhD. So not somebody that's thick or stupid. So if I haven't convinced you yet, I suggest that you read these books and educate yourself, and then you will understand why calorie counting doesn't really work and will cause bad health, not good health, okay? So then here we've got qualifications that I've done, and the first one I did was become a certified level 2 metabolic typing advanced advisor. Now in that course you learn about the sympathetic to parasympathetic sides of the nervous system and how what you eat can affect your nervous system, affect your hormonal system, affect your endocrine system, affect your neuro and tissue health, everything in your body. So just reducing your calories just to look better is fucking stupid, completely stupid. So then I went and done an even more advanced level, which took this took about 1.5 years to get my functional diagnostic nutrition qualification. So with that, I do lots of lab testing to find out where your testosterone is, where, if your gut is healthy, how is your gut microbiome, and all these other elements that can cause a problem with you gaining muscle or losing body fat or sleeping or just feeling yourself. So in this diagram that I'm going to show you, which is called You Are What You Eat, you can see this lady's having a big breakfast in the morning, and then she's eating crap and only eating 3 times a day. So that'll be a little bit of calorie counting where they're not eating enough. And then here you can see where she's much healthier and she's eating at regular intervals. And when you eat like that for a female, females need to make sure that they eat on a regular basis because their bodies multiply fat cells in which to feed a baby through a famine. So it's really important to understand that there's a carb type, a mixed type, and a protein type. If the woman is a carb type, she won't want breakfast. But if she's a protein type, she will love breakfast in the morning. It will give her more energy. And this is how I've got all my clients to lose weight and get into shape over 22 years, not using any calorie counting or calorie deficit. And then here you can see with the metabolic typing diet, this is for a protein type, this is for a mixed type, and this is for a carb type. You can see there's more carbohydrates, equal amounts of carbohydrates to protein, more protein than carb. So if you eat according to your metabolic type, the body goes into homeostasis, which means balance to you Neanderthals out there. So as the body goes into balance, you start to lose weight, you start to feel better, your whole body goes into balance. Male and female hormones go into balance, growth hormone goes into balance, repair of immune system and hormonal health, sleep pathways, secondary pathways, and helps with stress hormones as well. So if somebody's in adrenal fatigue and you get them on a calorie deficit, they won't lose weight. Or if they lose weight, they'll feel fucked all the time. They'll feel constantly tired because they're in adrenal fatigue. You need to repair the adrenals. Does that make sense? The same as if somebody's storing lots of body fat, fat stores toxins. So if you've got a fat belly, that's because your cortisol rhythm is out and your cortisol is too high. It's not about calorific counting or calorie deficit for dickheads. So that's why so many people will struggle in the gym. Then they'll try calorie deficit or, calories and counting it every fucking day like a tosser. And then wondering why they're not improving or getting the result. Because it's not as simple as that. The body's more complex than a car engine. And if you don't get it right, you feel like crap. Like James Smith said, oh, I'm not feeling 100%. Now I've got to boost my testosterone, because he was taking testosterone as in steroids, and now he's messed up his own levels, and that's why he's having to take a load of stuff in which to try and reboot it again, which he won't be able to do unless he does other things. But if you're doing a calorie restrictive diet and you're feeling tired all the time, it's because it's not right for you. So if you're a carbohydrate type, carbohydrate types can get away with eating less food but high amounts of carbs, so they can eat 3 times a day. But a protein type, more muscular, like myself, needs to eat high amounts of protein all throughout the day, otherwise they crash energy-wise. Does that make sense? So I'm going to stop the video now. So I hope you enjoyed the video. Please comment down below and read them books. So the books are, go through them again, Physical Degeneration by Weston A. Price, that book. The Metabolic Typing Diet, that book. The Body Shape Diet, which is the same as metabolic typing. The GAPS Diet. The Omega Diet. And Nourishing Traditions by Dr. Sala Fallon, sorry. So read all them books and then comment down below and say that I'm the idiot, but I definitely ain't. 22 years in the fitness industry, over 38 different qualifications around the world, worked with hundreds of clients, got them all in shape with no calorie deficit tosser type way of doing stuff. I believe that the ones that are pushing calorie deficit know nothing about nutrition. They've done no nutritional courses, and if they did and they're selling that, they're proselytizing themselves. So I hope you've enjoyed this video. Please press the bell icon up there, press the subscribe button, and I'll chat to you again soon. Bye bye.